Hello. Welcome back. I think this is episode 11. Coach Korner K4. I'm your host, Kevin Cloris, joined today by the Imperator. He plays Kairo Zatsubo, as always. I'm also here with Javier.
Greetings.
There he is. He plays Andrew Oid, everybody's favorite shape-shifting robot man. And returning guest star, Kyle.
I dance with the devil too much. I'm in pain.
All right. Interesting. But yeah, last time, you guys returned from your retconned journey onto the oil rig that definitely did not happen in this version of the universe. And you guys did some housekeeping. Healed up. Cairo got a decapitated head in the mail with an ominous message in Russian. And then you guys went to the condemned bar. You were hired by Outkast to investigate the issues at her concerts and to protect her. And then you guys left the bar and were promptly victims of a drive-by shooting where a couple of you got shot a couple times. Cairo and Bonus.
Two of us, to be exact.
Yeah, I mean, think Cairo, Bonus, and then Oid got
we
winged.
make good bullet magnets.
We do. We make great bullet magnets.
We make good bullet magnets.
Yeah. And then you guys fought off the attackers, interrogated the survivor, then killed the survivor, and then you guys headed off on your drive to the concert hall for the concert that is supposed to be taking place tomorrow. So you guys are driving down the road with Kyle driving in the front seat, as was established previously. And this is SUV, pretty stock standard, nothing fancy about it. Outkast isn't one to, waste money on frivolous things. She's not like weird or anything. She just pretty down to earth for a rock star.
Bulletproofing windows is just nothing.
I mean, our car is lightly armored. The chassis are lightly armored, so bullets won't just punch through the doors and stuff and skewer you or something. But yes, the drive is uneventful. Nothing else happens. You don't get attacked again or anything. This is like a wave survival mission. You guys, it's nothing coming quite that hard and fast at you. You mentioned you make it to the concert hall.
Objective updated.
Yeah. And the concert hall is pretty large, as Outkast is a fairly popular rock star and musician. So you guys arrived at this stadium, and it is pretty big. It's not quite like Met Stadium or anything. It's not quite that large, but it's still big enough to fit. Yeah, it's still big enough to fit 1,000 or so people, a few thousand people. And you guys arrive, and you pull the car into like the special like underground VIP garage area, and the tour bus. Tour bus is already also parked here, and there are like a bunch of her, groupies or whatever that are unloading the speakers and the consoles and all the different, wires and microphones and equipment that they will be needing to actually conduct the concert. And Outkast turns to everybody. She's like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go and help get everything set up, and then I'm gonna do the mic checks and stuff, and then we'll." Either sleep in like a nearby hotel or the tour bus or something. I don't know. I don't care. So you guys can, do whatever, hang around, check things out, make sure nobody like sneaks in and poisons the water hole or something. And then she turns around and begins marching off towards the tour bus to go begin speaking to the stadium owners and the managers, stuff like that. And she is followed by her agent, Mr. Upton, who you guys met and promptly bullied last episode. He wanders off following after his employer.
All right, first order of business. I'm gonna vote that Oid stays with Outkast. Just so that there's someone to guard her.
I mean, anybody can do anything. It's up to you
Alright.
guys.
Would
Alright.
you like me to take on a particular disguise, or am I just...
No. We need the bean. We need the bean to protect her.
The bean, I see.
Garbanzo, Don, the Bean, and Jibby Jambo Jr. All right, so you assume this alternate persona, and you everybody sees this robot man suddenly change form into the form that everybody recognizes as Garbanzo, Don, the Bean, Jibby Jambo Jr. Because his form is like an anomalous object, a Canino hazard at this point. And you walk up and you follow Outkast around for a while. You follow around. She begins talking to the managers and the stadium owners and stuff like that. Nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, nobody seems to be out of.
No, does Outkast notice him?
Yeah, obviously, Outkast notices that she's being followed, but she assumes, she knows that it's Oid, so she doesn't,
It's for her
freak out.
protection.
Yeah. She's used to being followed by at least like a bodyguard. So because that's what Kyle's job was before you guys were hired as extra security. So she's not like disturbed by it or anything. She just keeps going on her normal work. Talking to the managers and the other workers at the stadium and getting everything set up and stuff like that.
So Cairo's gonna reload his pistols and then I guess get to looking around, check under the stage.
Cool. So you can start to do that. Bonus is going to walk outside and he's gonna case the perimeter for anybody trying to like scope the place out ahead of time or anything like that. Keep an eye out.
Any areas of opportunity?
Yeah, trying to see like he's trying to lay the land, see if anybody's casing the place.
Vantage points.
Is anything?
Actually,
Kyle,
that would be a
anything?
good idea too. Checking vantage points.
That could be good, yeah.
I think what I would do is probably like do the same thing, check perimeter, but use the electric field vision to see if there's any suspicious like placements of things you can't catch with the normal eye.
Oh, I've also
Okay.
got Ankh.
Yeah, you do. You have him in his dog body, and then you also have the extra quadcopter body.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check one side of under the stage, and then I'm gonna have Ankh go to the other end and check that side, and we're gonna meet up in the middle.
Okay. So everybody can make me perception checks. Bonus got a 3. I think that does still pass. He has a 7 perception, I think. A 6. Check.
Got a
Let's see.
and give me a sec. To make Ankh. Ankh got a 4. I got a 3. Both
Hey.
should pass.
I got a 4.
And a 4. Alright, yeah, that passes for you.
I get a 10.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
So, okay, so I'll go in order then. I'll start with Mr. Oid. So, as you're walking around, and you're following Outkast as she's directing the groupies and telling them where to put stuff and where to like plug things in. She seems to be well knowledged and more hands-on with her setup than most people would be, you assume. You notice that as she's kind of focusing on some other stuff, you're just kind of looking around. You clock one of the stadium security guards. They're, by the way, they're security guards. There's only like 6 of them. There's not a lot of them. And they're wearing, black cargo pants, black combat boots, black t-shirts. They have the earpieces that like go down their neck and into their like shirt and stuff, at like the side pouch. And they have underarm holsters for like pistols, but they're not like super heavily armed or anything. And one of the stadium security, you notice that he, when nobody's looking, but when you're looking, he kind of like uses like his hand and kind of like pries one of those the speaker in the middle of the stage that's like against the front of it. He kind of pries the top off and puts like some device under the speaker's like in the casing, in the plastic casing, and then he closes the casing back up and just kind of walks off the stage, pretending like he didn't just do something super suspicious.
All right. Oh, you can tell everyone else what they see, and then I'll act.
Okay. You guys don't know what Bonus finds, but he doesn't find anything of importance anyway. Kyle, you are checking around with your electromagnetic vision, and being outdoors with your vision like that, as it is, you're like almost like overwhelmed because almost every person has cybernetics. Every car lights up, every sign, every building, everything puts off electricity for the most part. So it's kind of overwhelming, and kind of like hinders you a little bit. But you catch. Most people are also armed, so like it's you can't really use that as a reason to be sus of somebody. But you look on the perimeter with Bonus, taking the walking in opposite directions around the perimeter, and you see a blacked out sedan, painted black tinted windows, and it is parked at the top level of the parking garage for the stadium. It's like across the street from the stadium. And you clock this blacked out sedan, and it's the only car in the garage.
Is there anything like coming from it, or does it look like
It's too
the
far
car
away
has...
for your vision to pick up, but you would assume it probably would be if you're closer.
I'd probably wait for... I'll either meet up with Bonus or wait for Bonus, tell him about it, and then act on it.
All right. So while you're waiting for him, I'll move on to Cairo and Ankh. So you guys are. So are you on top of the stage, or are you just like under? Are you like
No,
underneath
I'm under
the stage? Okay, you're under
I'm
the
under
stage.
the stage.
Okay. So yes, you hear people walking around above you and stuff, and you see like this crazy kind of like fancy elevator that like is hidden by plates where assumedly they're gonna like elevate, like raise Outkast from under the ground, and all dramatic like and stuff, and you see all those mechanisms, and as you and Ankh are kind of investigating, something kind of catches your eye, being that you are like an engineer hacker man. The pistons of the elevator appear newer than the rest of the elevating like the platform and like her like disc tables that are there and stuff like that, her mixing tables. The pistons look like brand spanking new.
Alright. I'm gonna pull a smart move. And I'm gonna radio to anybody else to see if they've found anything.
All right. Yeah, you radio everybody else, and simultaneously everybody's like, actually, I did find something suspicious.
And you see.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna pull a big brain move here. And I'm gonna throw this out to the rest of the group. I say, since we've all found something suspicious, we do a last minute venue change to a park. Or like somewhere open. Actually, no, I know a place. The river's dick.
That's way too small of a club for this giant, several thousand person concert. It would have to be like like a park, or like an amphitheater or an arena or something.
You know what? Yeah, let's do an amphitheater.
Amphitheater. All right. Well, those are usually like at parks, but they're like the half covered like concert hall amphitheaters where it's like the half like concrete dome and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so you want to find Outkast and see if she'd be willing to do that venue change. So while you're doing that, Xavier, how do you react to seeing your sus thing happen?
Well, assumably he also knows that we're going to do a last minute venue change, right?
Well,
I radioed everybody.
Yeah, so everybody knows that like you're going to see if Outkast is up for a last minute venue change.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and scan this guy, put his face into my database.
He's facing away from you at the moment, but it'll take you like a couple. Have to wait a few seconds for him to turn around. He's like walking off the stage.
And
All right. So
we'll wait to get an angle, and then once I do that.
All right. Yeah, you wait a few seconds, and
I'll probably head off.
And you scan his face into your database, in like his outfit and stuff, and then all right, you head off. You do successfully get his face. It takes you you follow him up the stage for a few seconds before he turns around and like talks to somebody else. In the meantime, while that's going on, Kyle and Bonus, what are you gonna do? Bonus has heard what everybody has seen, and he's meeting up with you in front of the stadium.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask him like if we could either check this out or wait for see if she does a venue change. I mean, I suggest that we still check out the car, sneak up on it, see if it's some
100%. You guys should handle that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to her and suggest like privately that we change the venue at the very last second.
Okay. Well, yeah, then I'll check it out. I want to see if it's someone who wants to do harm or just some rich kids with fucking tinted windows fucking.
All right.
I think having Bonus and Knox handle that would be good.
Yeah. You two are the two of them are guys like cross the street and head into the first floor of the parking garage where there's like the bar and like the ticket receptacle thing. You guys can just walk around because you're pedestrians, and you guys climb all of the levels of the
well, surely there would be an elevator.
Yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't trust an elevator though.
I mean, I guess there will be an elevator, but if you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't, then you can like walk up the car ramps that go like all the way up in a spiral.
They don't got stairs.
Well, they do, but they run like there's the spiral ramps, and then right in like closer into the middle of the rectangle thing, the structure is like those big spiral staircases that go all the way up to the top, and then there's the elevator that's in the middle of each floor, and it's just a single big up and down shaft.
Actually, the ramp would probably be smarter.
Probably. They'll never expect someone walking from a ramp.
Well, no, because then you can cut them off.
True, if they decide to
bolt.
Yeah.
Might cause a car accident. You might get them to drive straight off of the parking garage.
have him drive straight into me. What do you mean?
Well,
you
think
probably
about it. If you
survived
shoot the
that, though.
driver, think about it. The car could careen, crash through the side barricade, and fly right off of the parking garage.
Yeah, but I'm also trying not to cause another commotion.
Hey, you know what? These guys started it.
These guys started. They
You know
they
what we
showed
call
up here.
that? You know what we call that? You know what we call that?
Hmm.
Collateral damage, and it is excusable. It is also tax exempt.
We like see their ID and realize they're after a different target. It's like, ooh.
They're after
Like,
they're after the security guard that just put the thing in the
Yeah.
speaker.
They're after someone totally different. They're after Outkast's agent actually, Just trying to kill him. Not Outkast.
Shit.
Oh, we haven't met the third person in that triangle.
No.
That's right. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Ugh. Alright. So then,
We'll meet that person probably come concert night.
Yep.
I can see that.
So you guys
So yeah,
climb
sure, I'll take the ramp.
The ramp. Okay. So you guys walk up the ramp to this parking garage, and when you reach the top floor, you see that the back of this, the trunk of this car, this like sedan, is open, and there is a scrawny looking guy with VR goggles on and these like super intense looking like gloves with like a bunch of wires connecting everywhere and like jacking the back of his head, and he's standing behind the trunk, like moving his hands around and looking around and moving and walking around and stuff like that. And in the back of the trunk of the car is a large like laptop, but it appears to be like built into the back of the car. And sitting next to him, leaning against the car, is a dude in a black suit with black, nice dress shoes, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he's just like, playing with his cell phone essentially. They don't notice
and
you.
be like, I'll let you. I'm gonna turn to us and like, I'm gonna let you do the talking, but I'm being real honest. I kind of don't want this to end where we have to, where that computer stuff gets scrapped. I want to see what they're doing.
Bonus turns to you and he's like, you want me to talk to somebody?
If you guys can manage to get the computer out of there untouched, I can jack into it.
Well, as fun as it is to shoot someone under suspicion, I also don't want to get fired for shooting someone that's
Not
playing with
suspicious.
their dad's VR helicopter.
Bonus shrugs and is like, "Hey man, I'm here to punch people and to shoot people, okay? So
He's not the diplomatic option.
God damn. So what happens when two barbarians walk up to a diplomatic situation?
yeah, basically, yeah, it's like a
Be like,
barbarian and a
hey, what you
paladin.
doing over here?
Yeah.
Hey, what you doing over here? Well, what's it to you? Shoot him.
What's it to ya?
I think that's exactly what's about to go down. All right. Actually, better question. The suit guy. He looks familiar to the people we dragged out of the other thing that we shot the van from.
He appears to be dressed in a
They
similar
have suits?
fashion, although black suit, black tie, white dress shirt is pretty stock standard for like anybody who has a desk job.
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make a
Okay,
perception check to see if he is armed, because you would be able to detect, like, you can, with a hard to glance, tell if he's concealing a firearm.
7.
7.
And if you want, I'll make another. You can go first.
You can detect by the way he's holding his cigarette in his hand, and when his like arm is positioned, he appears to have something under his arm that is hidden by his jacket. You would assume to be a gun.
Yeah, he's definitely got something like around his shoulder.
Yeah.
If I can, I would like to. How am I gonna word this? I'm not suspecting he's having anything in the sky, but just in case, I'd like to look around to see if he's like controlling anything that's in the sky, or at least anything that looks like the guy with the VR is controlling something.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
we also never got what Ankh discovered.
Oh, he
yeah.
found the same thing that you did. It's that's in the middle of the stage. So when you guys
okay.
converged, you found the elevator.
Okay.
So make me another perception check to look in the air and see if you can. It is currently like cloudy because it's horrible dystopia and it's always raining.
Ooh.
But
Sexy. I got a 10.
you got a 10. All right, with 10, you don't see anything flying around above the parking garage. But as you're kind of scanning the skyline, looking around, you do notice, and you would remember this because you are one of Outkast's groupies. You remember that for her concerts are all streamed live to like all of the different corporate streaming services. Think like Twitch and YouTube, but like scuffed and a lot more horrible. And to keep up with those streams, the tour bus is followed by a separate trailer that is filled with flying drones.
And this is not one of those.
You don't see him controlling anything right now, but you can see past him, and like next to the stadium is this huge tractor trailer, and like the trailer itself, the sides of it are like big sliding doors that slide up vertically, and behind those sliding metal doors are just shelves upon shelves of stored dormant charging drones. So you don't know if he's moving it around somewhere else that you can't see, but you see the trailer and you know that it exists, but you don't see anything like directly above you guys, like nowhere in the surrounding area that you could possibly see. You
So
can't see anything.
with
If I
that
had to give
information-
suggestion, incapacitate both of them.
See, I want to do that, but I want to see if I can just like immediately like contact Outkast and be like, "Hey,
You can contact Oid.
are one of your drone fly?" Yeah, I'll do that instead.
Okay, so you open up. You just like tap the side of your head or whatever, and you just like talk to
Be
Xavier.
like, "Yo, yeah." Be like, "Hey, Wade."
Andrew?
Yes. Is there an issue?
Is Outkast nearby? I need to ask her a question.
I don't know. DM, is she?
I mean, your job is to follow her around, so yes, she's within arm's reach.
Yes.
By puncher.
Oh, back in the head.
All right. All right. So I guess I take 2 steps in like any direction, and I get an Outkast.
All right, you
In
kind of
my,
like
really overblown fake accent.
Yeah.
Yes. I think, Miss, wishes to speak with you. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Nem but male.
yeah. I need to speak with you. All right. Isn't B like aggressively Mexican? Yeah, I think he's like aggressively Mexican, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you just tap on
So
Outkast on the
songs of
shoulder.
martial music called me wherever I go.
Yeah. Mexican jumping
Nice.
meme is where this meme came from. So you tap her on the shoulder, and she's like, "Oh, okay, sure." And she just kind of like, I guess you just like hand her your cell phone or whatever, and like your earpiece, and she puts it in, and she's like, "Sup? What do you need?"
I'd be like, "Hey, so you know how you got that trailer with all the drones? Yeah?
Yeah, like the media company news station trailer. Yeah, why?
Yeah. Should the people that are controlling those drones be close to the original trailer, not like on an off-site building looking hella sus?"
She's like, "No, the trailer has a built-in, like isolated internet, essentially, like a separate system.
Has its own network.
Yeah, it has its own private
okay,
network
so
and its own like controllers."
If you hear, all right. So if you hear gunshots, just know I think the opposite parking building, there are people trying to hack into those drones. So I'm gonna quickly go deal with that. I
I'm
just need
really
to
glad
confirm
you caught that because I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go deal with that right now. So yeah.
All right, Outkast like, cool. Thanks for doing your job. And then she hands the earpiece back to Mr.
Nice.
Oid.
Cool.
Yeah.
I do a quick and I walk away.
All right, you take your 2 steps back to your original standing position. God.
Nice. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna no talk needed. I don't want to do this.
Bonus
though.
is like, no talk needed, and he just kind of draws his deagle and just great. my kind of business. It's like, well, come on, stop blue balling me, man. What do you want? Come on, what's the deal?
It's gonna be better if we can incapacitate his guard, and then tap the guy on the shoulder, and he brings up the VR goggles. Like, who are you? Bam! And then we either have 2 incapacitated people or 1 dead guy and a person we can interrogate.
I'm really hoping for 2 incapacitated people.
I'm hoping for 2 incapacitated too.
Bonus is like, well, I hate to rain on your parade, but I'm not exactly geared out for non-lethal takedowns right now.
Just punch him in the face.
Okay. All right. How do let me see what I got on my person real quick. I'll be honest. If I didn't feel like interrogating them, I would have probably shot one and sliced the other, but I kind of want to interrogate. Is there any way for us to just walk up in this car and lo and behold, they only notice us when we're 5 feet in front of them, or no chance?
There's no chance of that. It is an empty parking lot. You have to cross the entirety of in order to get to this car. You doubt they'll just open fire on you the second they see you, but so it's not going to be like, oh my god, is that a civilian? Quick, gun them down. But they're going to see you at the very least. You literally cannot help that.
I kind of want to make it like an awkward, silent walk. Like I make eye contact with the bodyguard, and it's just a silent walk, and we only speak when I get close. I'm really hoping that what happens.
I mean, you can certainly give it a try. Bonus is not going to talk unless he is spoken to, I guess. He's not a very talkative man.
Right. Now I just got to think of a convincing way to like distract him, and I'm pretty sure he's hungry right now.
So if your Uber Eats are here, just
no, I'm gonna. Fuck, I don't have a clipboard with me. I got my phone though. I'm gonna Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
Works every time.
Sure.
Right, yeah, so I'm just gonna stroll up to him. Look.
I will be right back. I apologize for the intrusion. I will return in a moment.
Cool.
Right, I'm really hoping this goes on without a hitch. So yeah, I'm gonna make it look as non-threatening as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try and make him think that I just happen to be here.
All right, so are you actively just like walking towards him, or are you pretending to be lost or something? Like, what are you?
Oh, I'm gonna be that awkward. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be the awkward couple, right? That's like on the side, because I don't know, some beautiful sight of whatever's behind him. I want to get like to the edge of the parking lot to take a picture. Oh, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Bonus is just gonna
like,
follow
hold
you.
My arm. Yeah, I'm gonna act like a loving couple with Bonus and be like, just bear with it, please. Bonus,
you imagine that he would be cringing under that mask if you could see it.
Oh, definitely.
So you wrap your arm around Bonus and just like begin to walk him across the parking lot. And because the bodyguard rolled a 1 in his perception check, you get about halfway before he actually sees you, which is impressive because a trained guard should be far more perceptive in an open, empty parking lot than that. But you get about halfway, and you kind of like that's when you kind of like, oh, there's somebody here, and he just like drops a cigarette and puts it out with his foot, grinding it into the asphalt, and he kind of like folds his arms and kind of walks, kind of like stops leaning on the side of the building and actually like walks so that he is between you and the guy with the VR headset on.
Okay.
He just crosses his arms and like waits for you to approach him, essentially.
I'm gonna be a dick, right? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna seem like I'm gonna approach on a straight line, and then as I get like closer, I'm slowly shifting to like the left side. Be like, I did not want to talk to you. I'm gonna like smile at him, wink, and then like slowly go to the left side.
He cocks an eyebrows. You kind of like slowly curve to the side, and when you and Bonus reach the edge of the building, the guard kind of like walks over to stand between you and the dude with the VR headset, and he just kind of calls over. You're like 20 feet, 30 feet away from him, and he's like, "Can I help you with something, or are you just,
Yes, actually, and like I walk up next to him. Right? I don't walk up next to him. I walk like closer to him and be like, can I ask an embarrassing
honeymoon? Go with the honeymoon route.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing. I'm like, can I ask an embarrassing question? Hate
Put on
myself.
a thick accent and ask him where the best spot for photos is.
Stop. I can only go so far. Anyway, I'm just gonna be like, so can you do me a favor for me and my newly beloved husband?
Only because you have your Kode in hearing. Only you can hear Bonus go under his breath, like 10 feet away.
I was about to say, it's a good thing he's wearing a mask.
Yeah. He is frowning so hard underneath that mask. Full reverend style, just evil death stare frown going on.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna be like, so can you take a picture?
Are there comms on? Wait.
Oh dude, I would have done that. I would have done that. I would have put
Are
my
there
comms on.
Can everybody hear this?
I'm gonna do that. I'd be like, can you bear with this and like not tell him my comms are on at all?
God.
So Kyra's gonna be muted but dying. Hysterical laughing.
You can hear Bonus's sighs because his mask muffles his voice. You guys can hear him sighing and like groaning under his breath every single time Kyle's character is amazed on something.
Yeah, so I'm like, can you take a picture of me and my husband, please? It's a wonderful sight.
All right,
I want to document this moment.
Make a charisma check at disadvantage because
Charisma.
a disadvantage because you are one, you have a katana on your back, and two, your quote unquote husband is wearing a cyber mask, an armored cyber mask, and an armored trench coat. But he might do it because he's just dumb, and he rolled a 1.
What's my charisma? 5?
I think it's 5.
Oh, I actually got lucky. I did roll a 5.
Everybody in Ryan's town has weapons. Let's be honest here.
True, but most of the time it's concealed. In this case, Mace is just carrying an AK and a katana on her back. I feel like, can you get a picture of me and my husband real quick?
Yeah, we just came back from the war.
Cool.
No, I got 5. I'm gonna be like, yeah, but before you do that, what is your friend doing? Is he like? I'm gonna act like that annoying, like,
tourist.
I don't know.
Like, is he okay? Is he okay?
Like, is he okay? Like, he's been standing there in the same position like the whole time we've been walking over. Is he flying a plane or something?
The guy's just like, none of your business, and just like takes your cell phone and is gonna like walks over to take a photo to take this photo of you two. And in the meantime, Bonus is now like, Jesus Christ, just under his breath when he sees this happening, he's like, how is this working? Just like very quietly whispering to himself. God.
Nice. And like I take some cutesy pictures with bonus.
Bonus just stands there,
Bonus,
stoic as a
bonus is
stone.
bonus is the image of respecting women.
Yeah, he does the full like
He is
Keanu,
the
like doesn't touch
absolute
her.
definition of inspecting women.
Yeah, he just like
He just stands there, arms
Yeah.
at his side.
doesn't move, and the bodyguard just like just keeps shaking his head, really confused. Like, and he's like, and he takes like a couple photos, and he's like, "Can I like what the heck's up with the mask thing? Like, is this? Are you gonna remove the mask for the photo or not, or like, what?" And
Oh no, that's I cut in. I'm like, oh no, that's I really like it. I no, not even that. It's like I just really like it. It's kinky.
and the guy kind of like squints his eyes at you, and he's like, "Yeah, I believe it." He just doesn't seem to care. He just, just is unperturbed by strange things like that. So he takes the photos and then he hands the cell phone back to you, and he's like, "All right, there you go."
I'll throw him over the edge.
No, even better. I'm like, wait, I gotta do this. And like, I pull up the camera mode. I'm like, get in for a group selfie. I gotta document this.
Another charisma check disadvantage. Taking this guy away from his job.
Get another 5, get another 5, get another 5. Please get another 5.
I got a 9 instead. I got 10 and 9.
Jesus. So this guy's like, "Oh, well, I mean, I'm on the job right now, but
It's fake.
since you guys seem so interesting," and he just kind of walks up and like he's fully into it now. He just like smiling and like genuinely seems to fully believe that you and Bonus are a married couple. And as the guy approaches, you just hear Bonus like swear, just like, what is happening? He just like seems horribly confused and depressed that this is actually working.
And like what I do, I make sure he's in between both of us, and like I put my arm around the bodyguard and like smile, say, "Happy Death Day."
The bodyguard suddenly his smile drops and his arm flies to his gun. He's like, "Wait a minute!"
Before
we can roll initiative.
you would have done that, because I was hoping you were gonna let me like do another thing. The reason I put my arm around him is because I was gonna grip his neck.
Oh God! All right, we'll
Yeah.
roll initiative and we'll see if you can get that off in time. And bonus.
Initiative.
God, bonus rolled a 2. Bonus.
Jeez, bonus, come on. Was all that flirtatious talking distracting you?
Yeah, I think he's too angry at this point to even focus. He's just like, Jesus. He had an 8 in total for his initiative.
I got it. What in the world is this? I can't do maths right now. That's oh boy, 15, I think. Yeah, 7 and 8, 15. Yeah.
15. So you managed to go first. You can roll a grapple check, which is a agility plus 1d10 versus the security guy's strength check strength plus 1d10 to grapple him, like grab him by the back of his neck.
So just agility plus 1d10.
Yeah, this guy got a 10 in total. Pretty low.
Oh, he's not having a fun day. I just rolled another 10.
Jesus. So this guy, his hand flies to his gun, and before he can even like touch the handle of his pistol, your one of your bionic arms just clamps around the back of his neck. Now, I
don't have bionic arms.
Oh yeah, you don't have bionic arms because you're a Codian. Well, because you're strong. You can like grip something and deal damage by just squeezing. So you couldn't like squeeze him to death if you wanted to just crush his neck.
I mean, if I can squeeze him unconscious, that'd be nice. But I don't want to break his windpipe over here.
I mean, you're getting him by the back of the neck, so you can squeeze him and it'll hurt a lot. You can deal non-lethal damage.
Sure.
All right, so that
Was
does
that
1d100
what's that
damage.
roll?
You just your bare hands damage
Oh boy.
because you already grappled him, so he can't do anything at this point.
1d100. 78.
Jesus. So you just grab the back of this guy's neck and just
Wait. How is it 78?
it's
1d100?
Yeah, we roll flat D100. We don't roll
Ye-
percentile on this.
It's just 1d. It's just 1d10 times 10. But you know, I usually run up or down for the little numbers anyway.
Oh. I mean, if you want me to roll 1d10 times 10, sure. Dude, whatever the hell you said.
Yeah, that's usually how we work it. For
So what?
to make the mathematics easier.
Okay. Where you want me to roll?
Yeah, I'll just count this as 80, and you know, for
Okay.
so he
Yeah,
has to
we'll
make-
round it up.
Yeah, he has to make an endurance check at -2. He succeeds. So you just crunch your muscly arm around the back of this guy's neck. His like shoulders tense up, and he just like ah, and like you like lift him off the ground like an inch, and he just like screams in pain, and you feel like his neck like dislocate, not break, but very close to breaking. And he's like kicking his legs and like he's just like grabbing your neck, like grabbing your forearm with his arms, trying to like desperately you know.
Yeah, so I'm
Not
gonna like
die.
cover his mouth and be like, shh, shh, shh. Hush,
I'm
my
gonna make a
child.
check for the guy in the VR headset, see if he heard that. He rolled a 4. No, he did not hear it. This guy, he's too absorbed in his VR. All right, he's too absorbed in his VR.
Nice. Yeah. Can I use another action, or that's it? Because I'm grappled with him.
I mean, you can move with him at half speed if you wanted to move in a direction with him.
I mean, I just want to deal enough more non-lethal to knock him out.
I mean, you can keep squeezing him, or you can like, you can punch him. You
Can I
keep
punch
squeezing
him?
you can punch him in like the stomach or whatever, and he's lifted up off the ground, just poof. Sure. Didn't roll damage because he has like
what you do.
20 health left, so I'm pretty sure like
okay.
your odds of knocking him unconscious at this point are almost guaranteed. So you just boof smack him in the stomach, and he just like vomits up like blood onto your like fist and arm as you pull your arm back, and he's like ah, and you just drop him, and he's around like a sack of potatoes, very unconscious. And now you roll another check for the guy with VR headset. Does he hear this? He does, barely. So as this guy like you knock out his bodyguard, the guy you see the guy in the VR headset. He stops moving and he's like, Brian, you good, bro?
I respond like, yeah, I'm good.
All right, make me a charisma check at disadvantage to impersonate this guy's voice, because you are an oid and can't
Another
do that.
9.
Yeah, it's another 10 and a 9.
I got a 6, an 8, and a 6.
God. So he's like, all right, cool. And he just goes back to doing whatever he was that you were doing. God.
I tell Bonus, I'm like, take him out, just, knock him unconscious.
Bonus
Karate
then,
chop to the back of the neck, bro.
yeah, bonus then holsters his pistol after you say non-lethally, and then he. I had a comment, by the way. And he walks over,
Nice.
and because this guy's a civilian, he only has like 50 or 75 HP because, you know, he's a
nerd.
Yeah, he's a nerd. So Bonus just walks over, and he like grabs the front of the visor and like snaps it against his eyes, and the guy's like, dude, what the heck? And he just sucker punches him in the chest, and just falls backwards, very unconscious.
This small man just crumbles.
Yeah, but it's just bionic arms. He just and this guy he just crumbles to the floor, just gone.
Nice.
Out,
Now,
like a light.
just to see the reaction of Bonus, I'm gonna make it look. I didn't press anything to like radio in Courtney. I'm just like, yeah. So I got the 2 guys.
Bonus is like,
I can be heard heavily wheezing on the other end of the comms. He has been laughing for about 20 minutes straight.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like, just
yeah.
shakes
I'd be
his head.
like, I'm like, thank you, bonus. That was wonderful. I'm gonna keep these pictures forever now.
Kyra radios in. Hey, think you could send me a copy of those? I think I've got a form where those belong on.
Bonus is like, no, no, you don't. No, I don't give you permission to use my visage.
Nice.
You're gonna have to get them from Maze, from Knox
Anyways,
then.
yeah. So I'm gonna I'm gonna just look over the two and then just be like, yeah, Cairo, everything's intact, by the way. I'm gonna start checking the van,
Nice.
see how it is.
Bring the two in the van to us. I'm gonna tell Outkast about the venue change, and then we can get the hell out of here.
I don't know if I want to move the van though, just in case like it has a tracker. It's like, why are they moving the van? So
You're just like you're just
I mean,
dragging the
point.
guy,
So
the
I'll
unconscious
just
guy in
meet
the
you
VR
guys up
headset
there.
behind the behind the truck. He's just moving it.
If you can tie them up, I'll meet you up there.
yeah, I'm gonna switch on to my other vision and see any other electronics that's in here, just in case, and check the guys for like anything.
The car is not electric, but it does have like the computer in the console. It has the large computer set up in the trunk of the car. Maybe a perception check to see if you see anything that's like not immediately obvious.
I got 5.
There is a tracking device in the engine compartment. A small, little, barely noticeable on your electromagnetic vision, but a barely noticeable little microchip in the engine block.
Hey, just what I thought.
Smart move. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, you also learned that the car has heated
All right,
seats.
so
We're jacking their seats.
no,
Leave
no.
the car.
I'll
We're taking the
take out.
seats.
I'll take out the tracking chip.
Just get a free car.
I'll take out the tracking chip, and then we'll take the car. All right, so I'm gonna go
Bonus face
really
bombs.
quick and find Outkast.
All right, yeah, you find Oid because you can hear his Mexican hat dance aura that radiates off of him. Yeah,
All
you
right.
just follow that and you find Outkast.
I'm gonna link beckon Outkast over and ensure that comms for this are shut off so that no one can listen in.
Except for Oid, who's standing right there, and the agent who's standing right there.
Yes, exactly. And I'm gonna pull her aside and be like, "Hey, this venue's not secure. We need to change venues."
It's like, Knox, told me that there was some suspicious activity outside already, so,
All right. I'm gonna call my bike to the location, just so it doesn't look sus. I'm gonna give you my helmet and my trench so that no one knows that you're leaving.
Sees like the colors flash through the clothing.
And he's like, well, I have to set up, like, the new venue, so I'll have to, and she
Yes,
turns
but
to Upton, and she's like, can you do that for me, bud? And he's like, oh, I can make some last-minute phone calls. Do you have any preferences, anybody, about where it needs to be?
the nearest amphitheater in a park, open. Trust me.
And the agent's like, oh, I'll have to talk to Kode Enterprises to get permits for that. It's like, it'll be a few hours,
Tell
but
as
likely we
few
have it for a
people.
day.
Tell as few people as you can. This stays private.
Like, yeah, but I have to get
We're making the announcement at the last second.
And he kind of taps his chin. He takes his like tablet, and he's like, in a stylus, and he's sifting through stuff. And he's like, well, I have to call Enterprises to get the permits for it, but other
Or
than
do
that,
you
it should
not
be easy
realize
enough.
that your boss's life is at stake, and if she dies, you die?
He's like, I understand. Yes, he's like, I can get through the bureaucratic red tape within in a couple of hours, but you can head there. It's a public park, and I'm just gonna stop you.
Good. I'm gonna call my bike over.
All right, you call your bike, and it responds to the actually it would take because you drove in the SUV, didn't you? Or did you take your bike here?
Did. So it would take a couple of minutes to get there.
Yeah, it would take
But
like.
in
half an
that
hour to get there.
meantime, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna take the chip out from behind my ear, for my helmet, and give it to her, and then take off my trench and give it to her too,
Right.
so that no one knows that she's leaving the venue.
Okay, yeah. So you just give her your trench coat. So now you're like a character art, just in your sleeveless, tattooed arms and your like vest and stuff. And you give her the trench coat, give her the helmet, and she's like, "Cool. You know, I'll go outside for your bike to show up then."
All right, I'll follow you. All right, let's go.
All right. So you take her outside.
I'm gonna have Ankh stay here and scan like the seats of the stadium.
Okay. Give me a perception check at disadvantage for Ankh.
All
Odd question, but
right. 10 and a 7. Good
Nice.
boy. Good boy.
what's the reason for the open park amphitheater?
What was that?
What's the reason for the open park amphitheater? Like, I get the
Because
changing.
it's too dangerous.
Oh.
There's too many. There's too many variables.
All right. So you
Too
tell
much
Ankh
sus
to-
activity going on.
Yeah. So you tell.
Ankh got a 7.
Yeah, so Ankh got a 7. So he is investigating the seats, and he doesn't find anything. And he kind of goes down to like the general admission area, which is where you just stand at a concert.
Yeah.
And with his super cool robo dog sniffing smells, he picks up traces of like chemicals. He can't identify what chemicals, but he smells like chemical smells.
All right. I'm gonna have him geotag the location and send it to me.
All right, he does so. You get a ping in your AR saying that like he tagged a location for you to check out.
Does my bike now arrive?
It'll be probably a few more minutes for that still, so you can go over and investigate like bonus and knocks and stuff if you want to do that.
Well, that's why I'm waiting for my bike so I can just drive up to the parking garage.
Okay. All right, yeah. So in the meantime, or are you doing anything? Anybody doing anything while you guys wait for this?
But I am going to do one final check. I'm gonna go back to the stage and check. Does Cairo know about the speaker?
Yeah, I assume that everybody told everybody else about the stuff that they found.
Okay. So Cairo's gonna go to that speaker and check on the inside of it to see what it is that he put in there.
All right. It's pretty easy to just like lift up the plastic casing like the guy did, and yeah, you find inside. It appears to be a very small explosive, remote detonated explosive. It's like a super tiny, like silver dollar sized, like little stick of C4.
Jesus.
Is it just plopped in there?
It's stuck to the inside of the speaker, and it's a shaped charge essentially. It appears to you to be to have been designed to blow up whoever was standing in front of the speaker, and that would have of course been Outkast during the concert.
All right, so I'm gonna take it out.
All right, yeah, you take it out. You see that it does have like the little like remote detonator like pole stuck in the back of it and stuff like that.
I'm gonna bring it out to the front of the venue. Can I hack into this?
If you had the controller, you could hack into it. Yeah.
Dude, you should just replant it on like the guy who put it there, and he blows himself up.
That's actually a pretty good idea. That's actually not a bad idea.
Shape charges his own like torso.
Now that I think about it.
Hell yeah. Be like, good job, man.
Do I know who the guy is? Do I know who the guy is?
Depends on if Oid would tell you who it was. Or, like, just give you a
Oid,
description.
can you send me like a bust picture of your copy? Oid.
Negative.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is it you require?
Can you send me a bust photo of your copy of the guy you copied?
Sure.
Nice.
All right. Now you receive that, and it's like it shows up as like a 3-dimensional like augmented reality like hologram projection of this guy's like head.
All right. So I'm gonna go over to this guy and like I'm gonna have the C4 like the sticky part in my hand
Hmm.
or like in my hand facing away from like so if I go to like touch something, the C4 sticks to whatever I touch.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have it like that, and then I'm gonna go and pat like I'm gonna spread the C4 out a bit so that it's like thin,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna pat this guy on the back and stick the C4 to his back and be like, "You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work."
And he's gonna make a.
Can I make a charisma check?
Sure. Yeah. Make me a charisma check.
4. That's my charisma.
And that passes.
Charisma 7. That should pass.
So yeah, so you could have pat him on the back and stuff.
Yes.
And he's like, thanks. And you kind of like cocks an eyebrow, and you kind of like just, keep walking past him or whatever.
All right. So then I'm gonna have Outkast come up and stand on the stage right in front of that speaker.
Okay. I'm gonna make it.
Oh, this could go two ways.
Great. This guy
This
does
will
not
certainly be
notice.
interesting. Nothing else?
Not only does the
Bro, what
dude
if-
not notice that you put it on him, but he also doesn't notice that you took it out of the speaker or that like it's anywhere where it shouldn't be. He just is oblivious to everything going on. So it's like Outkast is like you tell her to like do like the mic check, you know. She goes up and she like taps on the microphone stand. She's like 1 2 1 2 3, you know 1 2 1 2 3 4. And you know, like her sound design guy is in the back of the stadium and is like giving a thumbs up and stuff, telling her what to do. And somewhere, actually, I think Kyle and Bonus make me perception checks. I say, talking in the third person to myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, got it. I'll make 2 perception checks.
Bonus passes. Almost failed, but he passed.
Yeah, 6.
All right. So you both see a security guard leave the side of the stadium through like the maintenance hatch, and then after a few seconds,
I got this.
you see a boom as he just like pops into red mist. He's just poof, and it's and he covers the side of the drone trailer in viscera. It's like, you know that scene in Hardcore Henry where he puts the grenade like in the guy's mouth and like his torso just like disappears. It's like that, but his whole body's gone. It's just like you shot a bag of ketchup and it just explodes across the side of this. It's like gallon of ketchup. It just covers the back of this drone trailer, and the guy operating it is like, oh, whoa. And you just hear him like whining. He's like, "What was that? What's going on?" People are like screaming and stuff. And this dude explodes.
I'm gonna go over the mic and be like, "Do not be alarmed. All according to plan."
I'm gonna turn to balance. I'm like, I think that was Jimmy.
And Bonus just shrugs.
I didn't know him.
Bonus shrugs and keeps shoving the unconscious guys in the trunk of the sedan. He doesn't seem to care. He's like, he sees it, but whatever. People, man.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect.
That was the greatest idea I think I've had so far. Nice.
God. All right. And at this point,
that was
the
great.
your bike pulls up, and Outkast
All right.
can get on the bike and noom away.
Mew.
Indeed. All right, let's get it.
All right. So she heads
Bro,
over
he
to the.
killed a guard and gets the girl.
The girl's already got a girlfriend.
True.
Ouch.
But yeah, so You put Outkast on your bike, and the bike, auto drives her to the desired location. And then are you gonna go over and investigate the sedan?
Yeah. No, we're just gonna drive off into the sunset. Yes, we're gonna go investigate the sedan.
All right, like the end of a Wild West movie.
That'd be a good ending too.
Yeah, you guys drive off into never to be seen or heard from ever again. No, yes, you cross the street. And,
Yeah, so just kidnap a celebrity. Yeah.
exactly. Totally fine. Like her rich parents aren't gonna like hunt you down or anything. But yeah, so you walk across the street, climb the. Did you take the elevator or you take the stairs or the ramp to get up to the top of the parking garage?
We're driving there.
Oh yeah, you're driving there. So you take the ramp then.
We're
And,
on my bike.
Question
Well, I
still
thought-
stands.
The point was that only Outkast was gonna be on the bike because to somebody looking at it, you have
No.
Outkast who's dressed in your helmet and trench coat, and then we have also normal Cairo. So you would ruin the facade, essentially, because
Not really.
people would know that.
I'm on the back.
You know,
I'm on the back.
yeah, but you're still wearing the rest of your normal clothes, so there's two of you on one bike.
But the helmet and the jacket is enough to cover her body.
Yeah, but it would still look like there's two of you.
All right, fine. Then I'll go up the elevator.
Cool. You go up the elevator, and yeah, you pop out like a dozen yards from the sedan, and you see Bonus and Nox trying to shove these unconscious guys into the back of the sedan. Well, I guess only the unconscious guard, because Bonus wouldn't want to touch the VR headset because he's like, screw that, I'm not touching that stuff. I don't know how do I even take the thing off. I'm just not gonna bother with it even. He's just busy like trying to get this unconscious guy in the back of the car.
What did you do? Move over, you mooks.
Bonus is like,
I didn't do anything.
Bonus is like, what? I punched him in the chest and he fell unconscious. He's only, Mickey, he has a pulse.
Yeah, well, let's hope you didn't sever his spinal cord.
Bonus shrugs.
No promises.
Because if you did, then I can't get him out.
Like, well, he's unconscious, right? So
Which means I can't get in.
Well, if you say he's unconscious, so we should have auto jacked out, right?
I don't
No,
think that's
that's
how
not
that
how
works.
that works.
I mean, that's how it usually works.
When you're
Somebody's
unconscious
unconscious.
in a jack, the jack locks.
Oh,
No, not to my knowledge.
Hello?
In normal stuff, I'd say when you fall unconscious, you auto get jacked out. It like boots you, like shows you.
Well, the
pushes you out of
jack's still on the
system.
back of his head, which is a problem.
Yeah, that's still plugged in, but you would know that he's not like the VR headset is turned off, the computer
Duck.
is turned off, like he's not the program's no longer running, whatever.
Well, no, I mean the manual jack, like the thing that plugs into the back of your head.
Yeah, the actual jack is still plugged in, but you can just remove it. It's not like it's like.
Oh,
No.
good. If you severed his spinal cord, then we'd have problems.
nothing a few surgical tools won't fix.
Draw
It's
the
also
katana.
more time.
I was thinking of that, by the way.
All right, so I'm gonna unplug him and then jack myself in.
Cool. So you, pull the plug out, and you I see him pull out like the long like headphone jack out of this back of his neck that's like 4 inches long, and he yanks it out and he plugs it back into his own back of his neck and his brainstem, and you see that and normally when you jack in, your body becomes like unconscious, you become limp, but because this is like the VR thing where your physical body is needed, you don't go unconscious and you can still like see stuff and like feel like, well, you can't, like, you can vaguely hear, but you can't see with the goggles on or anything. So you put the goggles on and you put the gloves on, you jack yourself in, and your vision, your senses, your consciousness changes, and you find yourself in a computer simulation of a flying drone.
All right, well, I guess my first instinct is to look around and see what I can see.
It appears that you are you're in just like a computer generated like training area. That's like the tutorial of how to remotely control a flying drone in VR, essentially. You get the sense that
Can I like find any way to access what this guy was trying to do, or was he just trying to do the tutorial?
this is the last program that he was trying to use. He was learning how to remote control the drone.
All right. So can I quit out of this tutorial?
Yep, you do so.
All right. Is there any way to check his like previous files, like files that he's accessed or the system has accessed?
So you look around, and this computer, the system, appears to be almost entirely blank. There's no personal info, even an internet browser on this thing. It's just this training software, and then like one of the probably hundreds of hacking softwares.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go a layer deeper, hack into the software, and try to find who registered this system
All right, that would be
or who the
a
system is registered to.
okay. I think this is a 1d6 difficulty hack dice.
So I'm basically gonna force myself into unconsciousness
And yes, you're gonna go like
and
deeper
try to hack
into the matrix. Like you're going like all the way
Yes.
into this computer. Okay, so roll 1d10,
Yes.
and then I'll roll 1d6, and if you roll higher, you brute force your way through the computers, like the VR's systems. Got a 6.
Got a
Oh,
6.
So you, symmetrical to the defender. So you, like, you could try to like go into the hacking software, and you try to like enter the matrix forcibly through this VR goggles, and you get the sense that the VR goggles prevent you from going into the matrix. But if you replugged in to the actual laptop, you would be able to do it easier.
I'm gonna give it one more shot. I'm gonna give it
Sure.
one more shot, and if that doesn't work, then I'm going to then go into the laptop.
All right, 6 it is. Another 6. Jesus. Nope. You are.
All right, yeah.
All right. Lowers it to 1d4.
Time to go into the laptop then.
All right, so you just unplug yourself from the VR gear and you jack yourself right into the laptop. 3. So you jack yourself in, and you can access all the stuff you could normally, but it seems you can't like gain it. It's basically you aren't registered as an administrator. Is the problem?
I'm gonna try again.
All right.
Brute force myself
Got a
through
1.
the system.
Got a 7.
7.
All right. Yeah. So you, the second attempt, you kind of like you log out of this guy's like profile on the laptop, and you like brute force the password to get into the administrator, and it works after a few like minute or two, and you get into the administrator profile, and you dig deeper into the actual matrix of the computer system. So the rest of us standing around see him just drop limp ragdoll next to this laptop. After a few seconds of him like breathing heavy, he's trying to brute force his way through this computer. But yeah, so you're looking for who registered the computer?
Looking for any information on the owner and registrar.
Okay. So make me a perception check, because this would be a like search program action in the net.
Seven.
All right. So you worm your way into the actual like hardware of the laptop. You don't find who registered it, but you do find that it was activated only yesterday. It was like turned on for the first time yesterday.
Can I get locations, names, anything?
I
A
guess
company tied to the account.
There is no company tied. The computer itself is a Xenocorp laptop, relatively cheap. It was purchased yesterday. Turned on yesterday. The geotag for when it was purchased, when it was turned on, I guess for the first time, would be a nearby hotel. And then like the geotag pings this location as being the second place it was turned on.
All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna save the geotag for the first location that we might need later.
Yeah, you download that.
Then I'm gonna unjack.
All right, you unjack. Everybody watches Cairo just kind of like twitch a second, and the computer jack like auto disconnects and just and then retracts back into his head, or like out of his head, and he puts it back away.
And then I'm gonna take the tracker out of the sedan.
Wait,
Right.
before you get any ideas, I have an odd suggestion for that tracker. Since
Mm-hmm.
we're changing the venues last second, I think it'd be pretty, like, one up, like what we did with the guy with the C4, if we just left the tracker where this van is.
That's what I was gonna do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna take the tracker out and then just gently place it on the ground.
All right, so make me in a general an intelligence check to find it amidst the engine block and remove it.
So one.
So you kind of like you pop the hood of the sedan and you get looking around, and you do manage to find it. It is tucked like around and underneath one of the actual main like piston of the engine, on like the side of it, and you kind of like fiddle around with it for a second, and you go to just remove it because it doesn't appear to be like connected to anything, and you yank on it, and when you yank it out, you rip a wire out of the jacking device that was like in the like attached to it, and the car alarm on the sedan goes off. It's beep 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 beep.
Try one more
beep,
time.
beep. You get it out. It's gone. You're taking it out, but the car
Well, no,
alarm
now I
is...
got it. Well, now I'm gonna try and fix the car alarm.
Okay, sure.
I just shake my head. I'm like, why?
That's a 9. Let's go.
You find the keys in the guy's car, or in the guy's pocket, and you turn the alarm off.
Well, no. I mean like fixing the wiring.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you like...
That's what I mean.
Okay, yeah. So you like quick use the heat of the engine and like solder the wire back in place essentially, and you know you can,
So
like,
now the
cap
car's
it.
not being tracked anymore, right?
No, it's not being tracked anymore.
Okay, but is the tracking chip still intact?
Make a log check. See if it is in fact still functioning. 10.
10. Let's go.
Yes, it is in fact still functioning.
All right, so I'm just going to gently place it on the ground in the open.
All right, you do so.
And then I guess get in the sedan.
All right, you get into the sedan.
Actually, no, wait. I'm gonna get on my bike.
Outkast took your bike. she's gone.
Yeah, she's here with us.
But then we ran into the same problem as last time.
I think what he's trying to explain is that he's not going to let Outkast just go to the site by herself. It's just he needed her to leave now instead of later.
Yeah, and the plan was for Outkast to come up to the parking garage on my bike.
Ah, okay. Yeah, all right, you get on your bike.
And I take my helmet and trench coat back. Now she's in the sedan.
All right, you put her in the sedan. She gets in the sedan.
That's why you wanted the sedan.
Yes!
I didn't connect that far.